Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Gavra Academy online time trial. We're very sorry for the delay. There was a bit of a problem setting up the broadcast here tonight. But for those of you who might be tuning in and don't know this voice, I am James Head 14 and I'll be your commentator this evening. I would normally be joined by that small guy 2001, but sadly his game has hit a bit of an install problem. So he can't be around tonight to commentate on the action, but I am here commentating by myself, and I hope you guys will enjoy the action that unfolds with us. This is the online time trial for Gavra Racing. This is not the official start of the series, which will come in 2 weeks. We've got quite a few new drivers here in Gavra Academy from when I commentated here last season, and before we begin I want to thank Gavra for giving me this opportunity to comment. Let's have a look on the rotating view camera angle on board Adam Crowther 12, who's currently sitting in 4th with a 1:45.5, so he's on the borderline at the minute. Time to beat for the guys tonight is a 1:45 flat. And currently we do have Ook. Not sure how you pronounce it, but Ook is in first, currently with a 1:42.6, so he's comfortably qualified already. But I think he'll be hitting around the track, going for more laps. RFS TATS is currently sitting in second. Tiolo in third with a 1:44.9. Oh, and he's just gone off the track there. Not sure if that was a bit of a spin. He's taken out all the boards. Not sure if he's lagging there. Be interesting to see. K-Morse has just gone second in the Birdia Systems sponsored Aston Martin Vantage GT4 car. These are the guys that are going to be racing, and just in the bottom right there, I've just noticed Javier Ranz has set the fastest lap now with a 1:40.1. Guessing he's a Spanish driver. Everyone does look a little bit cramped out on track. The track map is up on the right hand side for those of you who may be tuning in and don't know this track. This is the Sonoma International Raceway. This is the national version of the circuit. It's slightly shorter compared to the IndyCar layout. I think it's got 17, this version's got 17 corners compared to the 19 corners that is set. Oh, and who is that coming out? Coming dangerously on track there. Let's jump to the trackside cam. I'm still trying to work my way around this. There we go. Tiolo just coming out the pits. As we switch back now to the action, Adam Crowther sitting in 7th in the minute with Max's KUK in 8th, Matt 738 in 9th, Norin in 10th, Quasar in 11th, Quasar Goof in 12th, and Tom was that driver that spun. He's obviously returned to the garage and he's just come out the pits, and we've just seen an improvement there from Ook, just coming across the line. This track does have a bit of variation change and a bit of gradation change. You can appreciate the first sector as well, because it is quite up and downhill, the first sector, and just getting out of the way there was Tom, who was just coming out the pits there. And Ook, as you can see on your screens, I hope you can see on your screens anyways, at least 3/10 up, nearly 4/10 up in the first sector. So he is looking to improve on that time. This is only a 25-minute session, the online time trial. This is to see who can make the grade and set and can beat the allotted time of a 1:45 flat. Currently we have 8 drivers that have already surpassed that mark, so those 8 will be those 8 will have already qualified, I think, for Gavra Academy this season. The second group of runners are up on Tuesday. Hopefully I might be around to cover that. I'm certainly available next Tuesday to commentate on this action. And if you can see any messages appearing in the on the top left of the screen, I do apologise. I forgot to turn message boxes off, I think. But Javier Ranz, oh, he's gone for a spin there. I'm not sure if he's came into contact with somebody. But Javier Rands was just spinning there. I would say current pole sitter. He's currently in front, but no, he's not, because Ook has just gone quickest with a 1:39.9. Nice lap by Ook. With about 15 minutes left in the session, just over. There is somebody spinning there. I think that's Tom once again. So let's take you through the running order of this currently, and in fact we'll jump to the timings, so you can actually have a look at how everybody has been doing. Quite a few of these drivers have only set 4 or 5 laps at the minute, but it is Ook on top at the minute with a 1:39.9. Javier Rands in second with a 1:40.1, just over a tenth off him at the minute. Kamo sitting in third, about 8 tenths off the front two. RFSTTS currently sitting in fourth, Max is in fifth, Techie sixth, Tiolo seventh, Nor in eighth, Adam Crowther in ninth. Those 9 drivers now, not 8. 9 drivers will have already made the grade for the Academy this season. Matt in 10th, Quasar in 11th, Kaiser Goof in 12th, and Tom in 13th. As we will take off the timing screen. There we go. And now we can see the action. Roro has just joined as well. And Roro still hasn't, he's just joined. He was in the session earlier, so I think he must have lagged out and just rejoined back. Quite a few track limit lap time invalidations there in the bottom right hand screen on the race feed. It is quite different, I've got to say, being director. I'm normally just commentating and directing Small Guy about, but it is giving me massive thrill doing all of this, and I am getting used to it as the session progresses. Let's have a look at Javier Rands though. He is on a lap in the Aston Martin Vantage GT4, going through turns 8 and 8A here. If you're wondering why 8A is a corner here, it's because, of course, the IndyCars run around here on the tracks. That is why that is called 8A. But this is the chicane now coming through, turns 10 and 11. Javier Rands now running down the straight with a little bit of a kink. That's turn 12, I think, there. I might be missing out my corners a little bit, because I think this is the final corner. It's turn 16 and 17 now for Javier Rands. And he was 4 tenths up in the middle sector, so it'll be interesting to see if he can improve coming across the line now. And he does improve. It's a 39.5. He is currently on top in this online time trial session here tonight. Ook now dropped to second place, with both the top 2 actually getting within the 1:39, so it is good to see drivers getting within the times. I've got to admit, I'm only familiar with Kamos and Max's at the minute, because we did commentate on them last season in Gavra Academy, and I know Slimbo Dude and Small Guy did a fantastic job last season commentating on Gavra Academy. And I know I'm going to be available on the Wednesdays to commentate on this brilliant series, I've got to say. And it's going to be interesting to see. We do have an extended series this year. Not 5 races, we've got 6 races, and I shall run through a calendar of where these guys are going to be racing around. Or well, at least most of these guys are going to be racing around. We've currently got 11 drivers within the threshold of a 1:45 flat. So that is very good to see. Let's cut to somebody, actually, who might be on a lap. Let's go over with Kamos. He's just coming through into the first sector now, at the end of the first sector. Not sure if he's improving. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's 2 tenths down, but we'll keep an eye on this. Let's get the calendar up and have a look at where these guys are going to be racing. So obviously we're here in the Sonoma National Circuit tonight for the online time trial. The second group, of course, races... Oh, Kamos has spun there, and he's returned to the garage. He'll be coming out of the garage very shortly, so let's go on board with somebody else. RFSTTS is on a lap. Quasar making a pit stop. Adam Crowther getting lap time invalidated for exceeding track limits. RFSTFTS, bit of a mouthful to say. He is coming around the final corner now. It'll be interesting to see if he can improve on his time. Let's have a look. Oh, he does, and he goes third with a 1:40.5. A nice lap there from RFS. Going up into third place currently, just pipping K-Morse to third place there. And let's get back to the calendar. Sonoma National is the track we're at tonight. So the first race for Gavra Academy is on the 2nd and 3rd of October. That is going to be the Ginetta GT5 around the Silverstone International Circuit. I personally can't wait for that because I know the track off by heart. Round 2, we'll see the drivers test the BMW Touring car, which is a car I'm very fond of on this game, I've got to admit. They're going to be around Zhuhai International, that's the Chinese circuit. Hockenheim is the 3rd round, similar to last season in the Formula Cs. I think with the same amount of laps and the same weather as well. Red Bull Ring, another new addition to the calendar, and the Porsche Cayman's GT4 as RFS TTS returns to the garage there. So let's go on board with somebody else. Let's go on board with Norin. Let's have a look, see how he's doing. Round 4 Red Bull Ring in the Porsche Caymans I've just alluded to. Dubai International and the Radical SR3 RSs for round 5. And Javier Rands has gone, oh my goodness me, Javier Rands! Wow, is this a new Kiwi lad of Gavra Academy? Javier Rands, 38.933. And I've got to say, that is going to take a lot of beating in this session, and he could take a lot of beating going forward in Gavra Academy. It'll be interesting to see how quick he can get. And the final round, by the way, is in Indianapolis. The Ferrari GT3s around there, and that's happening in the 2nd week in November. So all of that is very, very interesting. And if you are just tuning in and thinking, oh, somebody sounds a bit different, it's James Head 14 once again, your Gavra Racing Academy commentator here tonight and for the foreseeable future on Wednesdays. I would be joined by Small Guy tonight, but he's had an issue with the game not installing. But less we say about that is Ook on a lap. He's 5 tenths down, so let's stick with him. I'm not sure if he's going for a lap. We've got about 8 minutes left. I will take you a rundown of the order pretty soon. I'm going to check the comments as well, just in case we've got any. I know there was a bit of a glitch on my end last night where there was no comments showing. Let's have a look. There is no comments in the stream, but if you are watching us, like, comment and subscribe to the Gavra Academy channel, because there's going to be a lot more content coming in the next few weeks, and there's going to be a lot more commentary from me and Small Guy coming in the next few weeks. Ook is going through the middle sector now, and he's 6 tenths down on his lap, so I don't think he's improving on that 39.9. Be interesting to see if he can improve on that. We've got 11 drivers currently within the threshold time of a 1:45 flat. And let's actually take an onboard view with Ook as he goes through the final corner. You're going to appreciate the gradation change here. Unless he comes into the pits. I don't think he is. Let's appreciate the gradation change going into turns 1, 2 and 3. He ended up 1.3 seconds down this time. Getting to know the track, a nice deep line into turns 2 and 3. That corner, that camber can catch drivers out there. It nearly caught Ook out. If he downs to 3rd gear, he's taking this flat. Oh, he's gone a bit too aggressive and he spun into the wall. So Ook not really getting to grips with turn 4 there, and he is going to come straight back out for another lap. Let's have a look on board with somebody else. Let's go on board with K-Morse. He's approaching the chicanes at turns 13 and 14. It'll be interesting to see if he can improve here. This is turn 15, the kink that he's coming up towards. K-Morse was a season 5 Gavra Academy driver, of course. Somebody is coming into the pits there. K-Morse round in the final corner. Ooh, just getting a bit wide on entry there. Is he improving on his lap? Let's have a look. K-Morse doesn't improve on his lap, but that was a good final sector, I think, from him. Be interesting to see if anybody else can improve. And Tiolo's got a right damaged car, and he is lagging a bit. Nothing to be concerned about unless he disconnects from the session. Techie now is in the middle sector. Let's have a look on board with Techie because he's coming into this vital part of the lap. This middle sector can catch drivers out. He's not at turns 13 and 14 just yet, but it's the double right-hander at turns 10 and 11. This is turn 12. Sorry, this is turn 8, and these are, yeah, that's 8A and 9. Now into 10, and he is up on his time, looking to improve on his 42.1. This is the chicane now at turns 13 and 14, or at least I think this is turns 13 and 14. I'm not really familiar with the track, but Techie, is he improving on his lap? We'll see at the end of the final sector. With 5 minutes to go in the session, I will give you a rundown of the order in just a moment, as Techie is about to complete his lap. Taking it nice and cautious, I've got to say, through the final corner, trying to get maximum runoff. Is he going to improve on his time? No, he was 6 tenths down in the end there. Not really great, but let's go out of cockpit cam and let's have a check with trackside cam, and let's have a check of the standings. With 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go, it's Javier Rands. He's currently in front with a 38.9 as Techie goes miles wide in the background there. Ook currently in second, and he's crashed as Techie. Currently sitting in 7th he is, but Ook is in second with a 39.9. RFS TTS is in third. K Mawson fourth. Both of them sitting in the 140, so quite comfortable. Crowd in 8th. Norin in 9th. Max is in 10th, Matt in 11th, Kazar Goof in 12th. So we've now got 12 drivers setting the standard. Krezar and Tom currently not within the standards of Gavra Academy. They might come back next week, possibly next Tuesday, to have another go round Sonoma National and see if they can improve and find their legs a bit. It'll be interesting to see if they can improve, and I hope so, because the more drivers that are competing in Gavra Academy, the better the action will be. And I'm not going to leave the session, I'm just trying to find my way to get rid of the timings. There we go, that's the second time I've done that tonight. Goodness me. Let's have a look on board with somebody. Let's go on board, let's go cockpit cam, and let's go on board with Javier Rands, who I think is on, no, he's not on the lap. Ook is though, there's a green car spinning on the infield there. Brake board's going an absolute, breaking into a million pieces there. I think that might have been from Raro. There is a notification just appearing in my top left. I am in a party with other people at the minute. Oh, and somebody spun at the final corner. Who is that? That has spun at the final corner. That is Krezar. That was Krezar spinning at the final corner, just ahead of Ook. And Ook is right behind him on track, going in towards turns 1, 2 and 3, and you can appreciate, oh my goodness, he's nearly turned into him. Just avoiding action there by Krezar. Ook was trying to get through cleanly. He is taking the rise very nicely here. The camber change in the first sector. He's 9 tenths down on his lap, so I don't think he's going to be improving on this. Raro and Techie both are involved in the session. Be interesting to see if anybody else can muster up a final thrust up the field as Ook taking this really tight left-hander. Goodness me. I'm just going to mute this guy for a minute. There we go. That was done, and you can hear me once again. I do apologise about that, I didn't put my message box on. After this, but 1 minute and 30, so this is the final thrust for these drivers to improve, and somebody has just improved up to 5th place there. Let's have a look at who that is. That is Adam Crowther, who's just improved up to 5th. Nice lap from him. It's a 141.6, so leaving his best lap till last, really, goes ahead of Tiolo in 6th. Raro has dropped down to 7th as well, with Techie in 8th. No, in 9th. He's currently sitting in the pits. I don't think he's going to be getting out for another lap, and Max is currently in 10th. Javier Rands starting his final lap. Current pole setter. Current first in this online time trial session. It is a bit different to qualifying, of course, because this is just a time trial session for these drivers to get a grip of the academy settings and the rules and regulations. He's 2 tenths down in the first sector, so let's go... Oh, and he's just came back in the pits, that's typical. Ook though is on the lap. Let's go on board with him. Let's go trackside cam, see if he's improving. He's 400ths down in the first sector. This is where Javier gave up. I don't think he's going to be able to get a lap in though, because I think the lap counter, the time is coming down, 15 seconds. He's got no chance of making it round to finish his lap. I think it will allow him to finish his lap. It's not like GT Sport where it doesn't allow drivers to finish their laps, and he is coming towards the end of the middle sector now, is Ook, as we have now hit qualifying complete. 90 seconds to go roughly in this session, so Ook is going to get round for his lap. He's just missing the apex there, going into this twist, this tight twist in section at the end of sector 2. How's he looking through the end of sector 2? He's 300ths down, so he has improved on his first sector by just a little bit, and he is trying to find improvement. Possibly may come in the final sector, as Ook now comes round the final couple of turns, now reaching the end of sector 3. This is the final 2 corners he's approaching now. Will Ook improve on his 39.9 and get close to Javier? It'll be interesting to see. Ook round in the final corner, he's now powering it to the line. Is it going to be improvement from Ook? Let's have a look. Oh, I'm not sure. No improvement from Ook in the end. 39.9. Let's quickly jump on board with Adam Crowther, who's going slow. Tiolo has completed his time. Raro has also completed his. Max's is at the final corner. Is he going to improve on his 42.5? Let's have a look. His car is a bit damaged, so that might affect his performance. But Max is now at the final, at the line, doesn't improve. 42.5 remains. And the only other person coming around the final corner is Kazar, who has now got in to the threshold of a 44.8. Sorry, Krazar's got into the 44.7s. And that is the qualifying session over. And that is it. Javier Vans setting the first lap there from Ook, RFS TTS in 3rd, K Morrison 4th, Adam Crowther in 5th, Tiolo 6th, Raro 7th, Techie in 8th, Nora in 9th, Max is 10th, Matt Matten 11th, Krazar 12th, Kazar Goof in 13th, and Tom in 14th. As we return to the race central, and I do believe that is the end of this broadcast, unless we've got anything else planned that I haven't been informed of. Let's have a look. Return to race central will appear in the lobby any minute now. And that is it. Yeah, that is the session over. Thank you very much for tuning in and giving me some of your time, and thank you to Gavra Racing, of course, for letting me commentate tonight. But for myself, JamesHead14, it is goodbye, and we'll hopefully see you next week for Group 2.